This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And then the Shannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
They're not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL Championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
7 seconds. Work it down inside and alley-oop to Young. Good.
She'll strike it. And score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live here from Laurel High School, as we're ready for Unified Bocce here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Alongside Lee Mona, I'm James Dotson. Our broadcast today brought to you by a whole multitude of wonderful, wonderful sponsors. We'll get you that entire list, but we want to make sure everything is good and ready to go for this Unified Bocce because they will start right at 3:30. Laurel against Newcastle here for today's contest. Lee, the second of 3 scheduled bocce matches we have set to go here tonight. We got 15 Unified athletes and partners ready to get on a roll here at Laurel High School.
It's nice, though, that we're going to get every school on at least once, which is a good thing. Mentioned about every broadcast, it's a very growing popular sport in high school. I mean, and now they even had state championships last year out in Hershey for Unified Bocce. So it's a great thing, and talk to the coach last broadcast. These kids actually earn letters for this sport also, which is a great thing.
Yeah, that is really cool, and especially for some of the partners. Like we've seen some that wear those Letterman jacket that you have somebody who is a state champion basketball player, and then right under basketball says bocce. That is what is really, really cool about this. So with that, we have actually an MC for tonight. So let's turn it over to our MC here for the introductions and for the national anthem. Ava Conti on there for the national anthem there.
What a nice job. Great job.
And we are just a couple of moments away. They will have the Special Olympics announcements here as well. The teams being announced. First, Newcastle. They have 7 in attendance here today, 4 athletes and 3 partners. And that's part of the issue, too, is you have to have an athlete paired with a partner, so they have to do a lot of special rotation now as they get everything situated for their competition today, Lee. It's just one of those other interesting, crazy rules that you have to get used to with this, and one of them being that you see the coaches sitting in the middle, but guess what? They can't say a word to their teams while play is going on.
And that's the most interesting rule about that. So it's the idea is to get the girls and the guys and your teammates to talk to each other about where you want to strategically throw the ball, who's going to throw next. I think maybe I can make that shot somehow in that line. So. But it's a great sport. I mean, it's a growing sport.
It is a lifetime sport, which is, I think is what is really cool. And I will turn it over for the Special Olympics athlete oath.
Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Captains, meet the official at the service line for the coin toss.
So, Lee, there your starting lineups brought to you by Door and Concrete. You got Natalie Rogers, Dylan Rossman, Natalie Rossman, William Disman, Cadence Carkai, Bethany Anderson, Anthony Nacera, and Raymond Perry for Laurel. And for Newcastle, Alex White, Trilese Jordan, Aiden Allen, Nicholas Fair, Andrew Claditis, Nick Claditis, and Gianna Canarum, who will be doing the rolling here today.
And something for your wall photography in the house tonight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
Lee, you caught the tail end of it right before this. Laurel had a school-wide assembly. It was students against teachers.
Oh, is that what that was?
Take
okay.
a guess who won.
The students definitely won.
Absolutely, they won.
I saw a couple of throws from the teachers. It's like, nah.
Coach Burks and Coach Sarah Nice.
But they had fun. And that's the main thing. So we will get ready to get started here. It's a 30-minute match, or 30-minute first game. First two games are 30 minutes, and then if they're tie 1-1, and I forget the rule for the third game.
It's just a sudden death. One end, one set of 4 rolls. Yep.
Okay.
And we're hoping that Laurel is going to be with the green and Newcastle with the red. But
they better be.
Otherwise, Lee might have some big-time troubles here today, as the match, though, is officially open, and it will be. So red gets to go Paulina first.
Yeah, and the rule is here you have to get it in between, or at least over the half-court line. And in between those the 2 sets of cones there, they have to fall in between.
And it is tough how much it rolls on the hardwood here. And that first roll in there.
Look at that.
Good start for Trilese Jordan.
And that's a tough throw, too.
She had that one weighted out. Guess what? Hey, math's her favorite subject. I think she had that one measured pretty well.
And she started bowling also, did Trilese.
And her first throw, kind of a nice little block there, too. For Trilese, going to make a little problem out of it. You can see the main official right there at center court saying red is closest, so it is green throw. It looks like it'll be Natalie Rossman. Also a bowler.
Also likes to sing.
She's going to go try on the near side, maybe take a little bump off the wall, but it's going to carry a little bit too far. Let's see where it'll stop.
Yeah, look, it's...
I think red is still going to be closest. That one rolled a lot further than it
look
looked like it's going
yeah.
to.
I would say red closest.
Oh, green is still a little bit closer.
So green, okay. We digress.
So Newcastle will come up next. This is Gianna Canarum.
This looks like it's going to be a real nice throw. As you see that ball continuing to roll, there you go. No need.
Got the cheerleaders ready to go. I love it. This is great. That's Cadence Carkai. Nice roll here. Her favorite is the Unwanted series. She loves reading A cadence roll. Is it going to stay in, or is it going to go just an inch too far?
I'm going to say red close, but we're not down on the floor.
Are we going to need a tape measure already?
They're going to go with red.
Yep, red is still closest. Great look there, though, from Cadence.
That's one thing I'd like to ask the coaches if they're allowed to not protest, but ask the referees, can I have a measurement?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can do that mid-roll. I know they bring out the tape measure for the end of a frame.
Well, you do need to use that tape measure every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Just use the closest, but are the coaches allowed to ask, or does that have to come from a player?
And the team captain's Dylan Rossman, and that's going to be close as well. It's not going to quite get there. Then tough from the angle, though. Right at Paulina, just a little short.
Look at Dylan. I got to love it.
Super Spartan Spirit Club is Mr. Rossman.
Now William Disman, the junior.
Plays the French horn. He's going to go with the short shot. Not sure if it'll have enough length, but it's going to keep on rolling, Lee. You never know. It's a good roll from Disman. Also, remember National Honor Society. Look at this. And it's going to be just...
We both thought that was going to be really short.
They do. They keep on going. You have three that are all really close.
Yeah.
Well, it's red throw no matter what, but it's not idea of who is closest. I think red is still the inside ball. But still 2 left to be thrown. Looks like this is Nicholas Fair. How about this? He sang the national anthem at Cascade Park and at the Fireworks Festival in downtown Newcastle this past year.
That's neat.
On the 4th of July, nonetheless. His roll here will stay short, but a safe throw for sure, and a good idea. And now, pulling out the, I'm blanking the Thomas Jefferson coach's name. Coach Chirpak, that's right, wearing the shorts like Chirp.
Yeah.
Here is Andrew Kleditis.
See if he can get the hit off the red.
Nope, it's going to go
wide.
But again, a safe shot. Want to make sure that Newcastle got that first point on the board.
If they have it. they're going to say
red
has the one.
Red for 1.
So 5 minutes in. 1-0 Newcastle. Let's see if Newcastle continues to throw the red.
Well, while we have a moment here, Leah. Keys to the game, brought to you by Works in Progress. What are the keys to any of these Unified Bocce matches, especially just for your unable to be coached teams during the course of a set?
That's a tough one right there. I mean, you got to try to be aggressive. I think on these throws if you can. Especially if you need good communication between these students and athletes. I mean, they do practice a couple times a week, and you need that good communication if you can. But I would, interesting here. It's a nice, good throw.
Yeah, good start from Aiden
that's
Allen.
Another tough to get the ball close to where that ball is.
And it is it looks like a wide area, but again, with how fast these floors are, it's not like your typical gravel pit.
Right.
So Aiden Allen loves funny movies. He says his favorite is South Park. And again, a nice, good start and a good block. Again, we're going to make it a difficult scenario here for Laurel. The first row coming up for Bethany Anderson.
Another singer.
Wonder if we're going to see a dance party from Bethany tonight. That's a good roll. Just barely went around the red ball, and it's going to be green closest.
And she likes it.
It was fun saying hi to her here before the match.
Yeah, trying to find out. She said, "Present here." And we love the red slippers here.
That's Nick Kleditis. Says he's a math whiz. And it's going to roll just a little bit too far. A little bit of English on that one. So red will still be up. Newcastle again. And this is Alex White, who, by the way, on our bocce montage, that's Mr. White, who had a game-winning shot for Union last year. Now part of the Newcastle bocce team. He loves learning about government, he says.
There's a lot to learn. We'll just keep it at that.
Hey, you can teach me someday then, Alex.
Yeah.
His roll comes up just a little bit short, so it is still Red's turn, and it's going to be with the rotation. Looks like Andrew Cloditis coming up again. He's showing off the legs because he's also a cross-country and track runner there, Lee.
Yeah, that's why. So he'll probably be going out running right after this.
His roll's going to be off to the left, so interesting here because Laurel has 1 point guaranteed. Well, you don't want to say guaranteed because you can knock another ball in or knock yours or Paulina out.
As long as everything stays put, it's going to be good. So right now you need to just stay clear of that plane or get very close to it, but you do not want to hit it right now.
Well, let's see. Looks like Natalie Rogers is going. That's kind of clearing a path, knocking one of the lead balls out of the way.
Works too.
So it's going to drift long. So still only 1 point for Laurel, but maybe clearing the way here for Ray Perry. He's a music man. If Tim were here, I know he'd be excited because he loves playing his guitar.
Oh, there you go.
Also, remember the Special Olympic bowling team is the freshman.
It's a hard throw.
It's a lot of speed. Needs it to slow down. It's going to stay just left.
That's fine, though.
Yep.
You still have a point.
Yep, no harm. I like the idea. You have that avenue. And looks like Anthony Nacera will finish it up. He's drifting to the right. This one, that's a good bounce off. This
might work. You might get 2 out of this.
Takes a little kiss. Sadly, look at that, and gets close. It's beautiful roll, Anthony Nacera.
Got a good chance at 2. Definitely got 1.
That little kiss off the wall is perfect.
Just a matter of this other red one.
So it's definitely green for 1.
Ooh, they're only going to give him 1.
And it is tough because of our angle. But that one must be just in, so 1-1. And each end taking about 5 minutes worth of time. And we're going to see if we can get one of the Newcastle coaches up here to talk to us. Mrs. Height's a little bit, again, can't coach the team. But they got to make sure the rotations all work out properly.
That's Lori's sister-in-law.
Yes. So rolling first here is Natalie Rossman.
I might have to take a walk.
Go for it, Lee. Knew that was probably going to happen. Natalie Rossman's going to go down that far side. Nice.
Yeah, I like going back and forth, having Allie say get a roll and whatever works.
Okay, so there's your first throw in, and now coming back will be Trelise Jordan. I know our producer today, Katie Walzer, loves Disney movies, does Trelise. Encanto is her favorite. She's going to go right up that wall. We don't talk about Bruno, but we'll talk about that shot. A nice one there. It's a couple of feet out, and it rolled off the wall, so it's kind of a bit of a block, too. So it's going to be a tough one for Laurel to have to deal with. So that's for what we got here. Let's make sure, yeah. Oh, no. Hang on 1 sec. Oh, wrong way. Sorry about this. There we go. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
All right, and we get to talk with Coach Miles. Or, excuse me, I knew I was going to do that. Coach Heights here. How are we doing, Coach?
Good, good. Thank you for having us.
Oh, thanks for agreeing to join us here. 1-1 here in the early going, and you're in it. You're so invested that you lost track of what the time was.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, please, no. Well, absolutely love it. Just talk to us a little bit about this team you have and about the program as it's been going through.
Well, we started this program in 2018, and it just grew as the club did. Everybody wants to be involved, and the inclusiveness of everything helps with the school. They see each other in the halls, and they say hi and high five.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I've noticed too is exactly that a lot of times, unfortunately, your special education or life skills kids can be separated from the rest of the school environment. You try inclusion as much as you can. This is a whole nother way to get that inclusion factor involved. It's a lot of fun to see.
It is. We have a lot of fun. But this team, we have a couple new players. I think we only have 2 players that came back. So everyone else is new. And I got a child.
Right on it, and it hits the Paulina here. I had to give a nice shout out there. That was Dylan Rossman who split a couple of blockers there. But continue. I mean, you're able to have that much excitement, though.
They get excited. I got a child from Union who played bocce, so we snatched him up right away.
Yeah, so a little experience there. But I mean, talk about the fact of you have so much interest. There's almost got to be a time where you have to tell people, sorry, no, we can't.
We do, but we have a club. It's a bocce club. So I tell them to come join our club, and we do things. And a lot of time I work with the Honor Society, and we do stuff with them. And we'll do cleanups and dinners, and we did for the Veterans Day was our last thing. So.
And with that, with the bocce club and with your practice for this, talk about how that all is set up, and getting gym times to be able to get those practices going, and how often you even are able to do so.
Especially with a very good basketball program.
So the basketball eats up our gym, but we do have a smaller gym, and sometimes we'll share it with the 7th, 8th grade basketball, and sometimes we're out in the hall. We just, wherever there's a place to do it, we'll do it.
We've heard cafeterias.
Yeah, they do. We have a hall. We have a middle of the school, and we all will go there and practice. And then the club, we meet in my room. It's hard to get everyone to come, but
so
they're pretty involved.
How tough is it for you not to talk?
It's tough. I want to say now, go to the left, go to the right. You can't say anything. We just got a good job.
Now, we had a question here. Now, are you allowed to challenge a throw basically for the tape measure, or is that going to be up to the students to have to do that, or are you allowed to ask the ref to measure?
No, we can. The coach can ask the ref.
Okay.
To do a measurement if we think that it was needs to be measured. Usually the officials will say let's measure it. They're not sure.
Right.
So we just kind of I've never questioned it. We just let it go. But
What's been for you the most fun part about doing this whole entire Unified Bocce program?
Well, the kids, they're so excited. Then when they walk in the hall, people high-five them, and it's exciting. Then we have our big rally. It'll be in February, and we introduce them, and they get cheered, and everyone just loves it.
Anthony and Sarah, I believe that. Oh, excuse me. No, that was I'm trying to see who just had that knockout shot, and they are going to go and check and see who is. Oh, we are right on cue.
Here comes our measure.
We are going to bring out that tape measure.
Yeah, from up here, it looks like
they're closer than they are.
Yeah,
right?
But we're finding out that a little different when you're down on field, on the court level, though.
Yeah, it was Natalie Rogers, by the way, who made that knockout shot. Now, how tough is it here, too, real quick, and then go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, good.
Missing one of your partners today, how tough is it at figuring out the rotations and what you need to do to get everybody?
I wasn't sure. When we started this 5 years ago, there were rules, but it wasn't like it is today. Today, there's a whole bunch of rules you have to follow correctly. And thank God I had mentioned to the referee or the official, and she's like, yeah, you do the rotation. Because learning it is one thing, but seeing it and play, I didn't know how that was going to work.
Have you played bocce before getting on this team? Did you know anything about bocce?
Yes, my family, we play bocce all the time. My maiden name is DeRosa. But this is all new. This is all new. Because those balls, you roll them and they're gone. You're
right.
Like,
Yeah, it's a definitely different game than what their regular bocce outside is, for sure.
Right. But it's fun. They like to go. They like to come to practice. They think it's, it's fun to show up and be part of a group.
Good form here from Alex. And you mentioned about the inclusion and the fact that you can also help in this case with a student who had to switch schools to join a community just like any sport, right?
Oh, he fits in so well in this club. So we're very happy.
Coach, before we let you go, I know there's a lot of people out there you wanted to be able to give a shout out to for their support in the last 4 or 5 years of having this program. This floor's yours.
Well, okay, so I'd like to start with Mr. Jim Bertelin. He was with me all the way in the beginning. He got it all together, and so I'm just giving you a shout out. And all the principals with letting us, go wherever we can and fitting in our practices and our games, and just the school, Newcastle School District, our principals, I can't even think, the teachers that spend their time helping us. Oh yeah, Jeff Shaftig is the one who found the bocce 5-6 years ago, and then we were in the process of doing that, and he's a cross-country coach, so I want to give him a shout-out for everything he's done for us. Oh, yeah, we take the kids out to eat, and then the cross-country pays for our dinner.
Oh, that's great.
I mean,
Jeez.
Yeah, we couldn't be more.
You want to get involved, James? Or?
Well, absolutely, if I could dinner.
And we go to nice dinners, too. We take them nice places. No drive-through.
Does your sister-in-law provide cookies, or?
Now, I was going to ask my sister-in-law, but no, I don't want to put Lori on the spot. But
please do. We do all the time.
We would take Lori's food any day over a restaurant, trust me, hands down. But when she opened up the door, she goes, "Hi, I'm Mrs. Heights," and all my kids went,
"Wait, what?"
They're like, "There's two of you."
There's two of you.
She's number one. I came in later.
Well,
but thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time too.
Thank you for showing this. I'm going to pull it up on my computer tomorrow and let the kids watch it.
Oh, neat.
Jim, do you want to say anything? Come here.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, we'll throw Jim on here real quick. Just hang on, get you untangled here, and thank you to the real Coach Heights. The real Coach Heights. Jim, just to piggyback a little bit more off of what Ms. Heights here is saying, just talk about what this program as a whole means for all of these students, both athlete and partner combined.
Well, the kids look forward to this. They enjoy being included in all of this. If we could open this up, we probably have 50 or 60 kids lined up at the door to sign up to be a part of this. It's a real good learning experience for for all the kids. They learn what it is to be a team. The older kids, the seniors and the juniors, really take charge and organize a lot of the events. When the whole school does their activity before the game, we look for some leaders to step up and throw something together that is worthy for the kids to participate in. Big pep rallies, big signs. The gym is decorated. We do an introduction. Kids run out through tunnels. Like the Chicago Bulls used to do.
Nice.
And we do stuff like that for the kids, and it's a real good learning experience.
Well, and what does it say when, this is the 5th, 6th year that Newcastle's had a program, but almost every other school in the county now has joined in with creating their programs in the past 5 or 6 years since, to the fact that we do have every school in the county essentially having one of these Unified Bocce programs.
It's not just the county, it's the state.
Yeah.
I believe last year there was probably 140 schools who participated. When this first started, there might have been 30 or 40 of them. And we were the only one in the county. I think the closest other one was Slippery Rock. It just picked up, and they've done a great job, to get all these schools to participate. It's a lot of work. The people who organized it are committed, and they're dedicated to it. Anything that we need, we always get. Example, I believe these bocce balls cost $400, $500 a set. And if we need a set, they'll have it to us the next day. So yeah, they've done a real good job on it.
And that's what I was going to ask. What was the biggest challenge you had in getting this whole project set up and this whole Unified Bocce team and club set up there at Newcastle?
Well, everything was new when I started doing it. I had support from day one. Me and Lisa Heights and Dr. Mazzacco, who was the special ed coordinator at that time. We worked hours on getting this organized. I mean, there were so many forms that needed filled out. We had to take kids for physicals because they have to get the PIA state physical. So we had to take the kids for physicals, get doctors into the school to come in and give them physicals, arrange transportation to get them to and home from practice to home. It was, I mean, I spent many, many extra hours at the beginning of this program to get it started.
We greatly appreciate all that you and everybody, Mrs. Heights as well, especially, to be able to do to make this happen. Final question I'll ask you before we let you go back to and enjoying it. What did you enjoy more, being on the sideline as a coach where you couldn't say anything versus being up here cheering on and still not being able to say anything to the athletes?
I still don't understand not being able to say something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think a well-placed timeout or a little confrontation with the referee would spark things up a little bit. But I just love being a part of it, no matter if I'm watching or coaching or organizing stuff at the school for the kids. I just love being a part of it. It's a great thing. And one thing I do enjoy is I've taught for 22 years is some of the kids that I meet that I would never meet if I didn't do this. Just to name a few: Marky Torcello, Jake Evans, Kelly Green, Ashton Camerot, Casey Booker. Oh my God, there's so many. Nikki Conti. There's so many kids I'm missing, and seeing them come back to the school and ask how the bocce program's going, updating me on their life, telling me what they've learned while being a part of the bocce team, and how it's helped them as they moved on into the college life and into their professional careers now, has taught them, and how they just reflect on it and just appreciate being a part of this. And that's what I enjoy the most.
We appreciate that. Those are great stories, and any of those guys who are tuned in right now, we thank them for what they've done for Newcastle Bocce as well. Jim, thanks again, and go and try to enjoy as best you can here the rest of the day.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Now, thanks to Coach Heights, and we'll get Lee back logged in here.
Yeah, great conversation.
And I'll tell you why I can't second enough what Jim just said there about especially a life skills teacher to be able to get involved with. We talked about during the pregame. Some great athletes at your school who want to be a part of this unified bocce just because of what it means for these students. And it is about inclusion, about everybody being involved, and that's just a perfect example.
Yeah, this is what I like, this Polina throw here, right? As we get back to action, Newcastle with a 7-3 lead right now.
Yeah, Alex White, he did have a second attempt because his first one was short, but then set up a nice little block, and this is tough because to get it to stop right past center court like that is not easy.
You're allowed 3 tries to get the Polina over half court and in between those cones, and if not, then the other team gets the chance to throw.
Natalie Rogers, cheerleader for 8 years, was with that last one.
See if you can knock that red one.
Good move. That's just missed it, and somehow did get a hit on the Paulino. Slow it down enough.
Don't get too excited yet.
At least it opened it up, if nothing else.
Yeah.
It probably will roll just a little bit too far, though.
Look at the look in the referee's face.
We're going to have to get the tape measure out yet again.
We might have to. Let's take a look. Coaches are already giving each other a hard time. Here comes the tape measure. We're down to 3 minutes. And this has to end within 2 minutes. If it ends after the 2-minute mark, and then
I think this is going to have to be the
and then
final
it's gonna
frame.
be done. Well, this might be the final frame. Probably gonna be the final frame right here.
So Laurel will need a clean sweep to get the draw. Even with the tape measure, they can't tell.
Did she say tie?
I think she did. What is the official ruling? Tie goes to who went closest? To who went first? They're not sure either.
Interesting.
So we're gonna.
This red's gonna throw.
So we're gonna say green by 1/8 of a millimeter. So Aiden Allen will.
Yeah, here goes.
Oh, good roll. Good roll from Aiden. He's going to be singing for that one.
Yeah, look at the look in his face.
Wow, came right back. he did it. Beautiful. Look where that one ends up. Yeah, just barely missing this.
He wants to work in the theater and be a star. Does Aiden.
Oh, keep doing things like that, kid.
Yeah.
This is Anthony Nacera. 5 years in the musical. He's going to be the Tin Man in The Wiz this year. And Wiz with the bocce ball too, Lee.
That's the shot right there, though, with the thumbs up. Now they got a chance of getting that 4 now.
They do.
They got 3 right now, because this is definitely the last frame.
Yeah, now you're under 2 minutes. This must be the final frame.
So now you just want to, if you're red, try to knock that. There you go.
Good move by Nick Laditis, and it's going to stop on a dime. Wow, what a frame this is. I love he's loving this time of year as well, because Nick loves Home Alone, his favorite movie.
Wow. And the red, just stay away from it now. You have your 1 point. You don't need to do much with it.
But after Nick goes, Andrew says, "Hey, I got to be the better Cloditis here," and I'll tell you what, a great job in doing so. So 2 points for the Cloditis pair, and it's going to be a 9-3 first set victory for Newcastle. And that's going to be the end of the first frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside for a moment. We'll come back here in a moment. It's Unified Bocce here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free, Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Set 2 coming here. It's our best of 3 games. If they are tied after the second set, they will go into a sudden frame, a single end, as Newcastle won the first game 9-3, and now they will have the coin toss for round number 2. Coming up after the game, Lee, we're going to have a fun time again because we're going to have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game, as well as our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. And I'll tell you what, I don't have 15 shirts to give out, but it is essentially an honorary 15 shirts that will be awarded to these to these fantastic programs for what they've been able to accomplish. Just even being able to get these programs running is what's fun.
It's a definite challenge to get. Hey, we're already got a coach up here. How about
she wants
that?
to come up immediately.
That's good. We'll ask you put this headset on if you would. She'll be a lefty. How about that?
I love it. Can you hear me all right?
I hear you.
All right. I'm
Good.
going to get this a little bit closer to you, and then I'll shake your hand and say welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Coach, let's just start right into it. Let's talk to us about a little bit about this program, about how we're.
Is this Jessica or Amanda?
I'm Jessica.
This is
Okay,
Jessica. I
thank you.
apologize. I missed that.
Yes, that's Jessica Miles. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Jessica. So first off, I need to ask what the relation is to Ike.
That's my brother-in-law.
Oh, I'm sorry. I teach out at Union, so we have to deal with him too. I know, exactly, right? So let's talk about more fun things. Let's talk about this program and it getting underway, and just the program as a whole, what this has meant to Laurel, not only for the special education community, but for Laurel Spartans as a whole.
It's a great opportunity for our special ed kids and our regular ed kids.
Mm-hmm.
Unified Bocce is new to us. We have a lot of rules to learn. But a lot of the kids would never get to meet the regular ed kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're not around them that much. And they are having a great time. You wouldn't know it, but we're actually really good, but our floor is really bad.
In what way?
It's too fast.
So you have to make this compared to other gymnasiums then?
Yeah, Union, we played Union last week. Their gym was great.
Uh-huh.
Our gym, I don't know what's happening. We practice usually in the lobby, so it's a different floor.
That's true, because we talked about with Newcastle too, having problems with gym time, trying to get that. What kind of problems you have here with that too?
Yep. We only have 2 gyms and a lot of winter sports.
Oh, yeah, basketball and wrestling.
And the wrestling,
yeah.
But you know what? You got some extra gym time today to practice, though. Talk about that. We got a chance to check out the pep rally. That was a lot of fun.
Yep, we had a pep rally for our kids. Mr. Lape, our principal, put that together. He wanted to introduce bocce to the whole school because they don't understand it. They've never seen it, really.
Not a lot of people do.
No. Yeah. So they came today. We did a big assembly. We had the band, the cheerleaders. They introduced the team. We played the teachers. Unfortunately, we lost the teachers.
Yeah, teachers didn't do too well.
They weren't that good either. No.
Yeah.
The teachers, I mean,
there's a good throw.
Great throw right there. Is that
Good job,
Dylan?
Dylan. That's D-Man.
D-Man, Dylan Rossman with a Great roll there. Yes, you're right. The teachers ended up coming from behind to win. We didn't want to mention that, but I guess we had to.
It's okay. We'll give them a shout out.
Actually, please do that for me. The teachers that were out there who were part of that faculty team to go and play against these kids.
We had Mr. Wysocki, Mr. Holzhauser, Mr. Surgeonese. Mr. Rich told him he better win because he's the only Italian on the team. We had Mr. Burks, Mrs. Nimmo, Mrs. Magera, Mrs. Hordeski, and who am I forgetting? There's a female teacher I'm forgetting.
I'm trying. I was gonna help you, but you hit the three that I for sure knew.
I wouldn't have any idea.
I know, Mrs. Klinging-Smith. She's our new art teacher.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So, in terms of getting this program underway, what was some of the biggest challenges, other than obviously the gym time, to be able to get this program up and running?
Well, there's certain diagnoses that the kids have to be allowed to play as the athlete. And then the partners would be considered the regular ed kids.
Right.
So finding, we're a small school district, so it has to have an autistic diagnosis or an intellectual disability. So that was a bit of a challenge, seeing if we had enough kids with the correct disability. And then for Amanda and I just to learn the game ourselves, that was a bit of a challenge. There's a lot of training that goes on. It's fun. It's a fun time. The kids enjoy it. Along with this, we also have to do a polar plunge in Pittsburgh.
Oh, there you go. Now, do you have any fundraising towards this program at all? I mean, because we just heard from the Newcastle that these set of balls are like $400 to $500.
They give, so the Special Olympics supplied all of this that you see out there. They supplied that. Now, if we want extra, because some of the games that we go to, there's 2 teams. We only have 1 right now, but there's 2 teams, so they have 2 courts.
Right.
So that we would have to pay for extra for that. But we have a coffee shop here at school that is also inclusive with special ed and regular ed kids running it. So we do a lot of fundraising in that. We actually have our fundraiser Friday. We're having a pajama day for the kids. They have to pay $1 to wear pajamas.
Well worth it. That's a lot of fun. And how difficult is it, though, even though, you're a novice at the bocce as well, but you can't do any of the coaching during the course of the match.
That was hard for us because some of it, you can encourage the kids, and if we had a student that wasn't going onto the court when they're supposed to, we can tell them, but it's hard not to want to say, knock the balls out.
Or throw it this way,
or
hit that red one, or whatever,
Although with our gym floor, I don't know if we wouldn't even know how to tell them to throw it. It kind of bends a little.
I was going to say, and it's also different when you're practicing on this gym floor versus the other gym floor versus the hallway versus wherever. It's amazing how different that playing surface is.
Yeah, and they get really used to one surface.
That's where we heard that a lot last year. If we were playing in the hallway, we would have scored 10 more points.
We would be really good if we were out in our lobby right now. Because they know the curve of that floor. They know exactly where to make the ball go.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But they're having fun.
Are you able to put English on these balls at all, or throw it a certain way?
To get it to curve like that?
Or is it basically all floor?
It's not like a normal bocce ball.
Right.
Which
we've done. It's like a gel type thing.
Yeah, it's like gel and water in there, so it's squishy. But I think if we knew the strategy of how to do it, I noticed today, bouncing, if you see the kids that are making it bounce a little bit, that ball slows down. The ones that are just rolling, see, he just bounced. And it doesn't go as far.
And there's your bounce.
Yes.
Right on
so
cue,
I think the key is to bouncing the ball on this floor.
So that's your pregame meeting.
Yeah.
we told them to bounce. Or, we're trying.
Oh, Bethany.
Oh, they're good.
Bethany, listen here. Great roll here from Bethany Anderson. Will it slow down? Again, they look great, and they just keep on rolling.
And then they just keep going, I know.
I love the smile on her.
She's great. She's loving it. She'll clap for everyone. She cheers for everyone. She's fun. She's fun.
Talk a little bit about about all the people who helped make this program happen. I mean, obviously you and your coaching staff have been real big, but especially to be able to get some of the the partners to come out and join to make this full team.
The kids, I mean, they volunteered. They were so excited they heard about this. I used to coach Spartanets, so, and I was with the band, so 2 of the boys are band members, one was a Spartanet, so when we talked about it, they're like, we'll do it, we want to do it. And we have kids coming up to us now that are just hearing about it, like, how do we get on this team?
Well, that's the idea.
So it's a good problem to have, right?
Now the idea with the assembly, now everybody next year,
we might have a waiting list.
Again, that is a good problem to have. Knocks it out there. There's Natalie Rogers, one of your Spartanettes right there. And she actually is one of those who works in that school coffee shop, actually.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about that coffee shop, of how that came to be and what all it entails.
About 3 years ago, Mrs. Long started with her life skills kids, and it was just them delivering coffee to the students, to the teachers. And then this past year, it's kind of grown, and we've opened it up every Friday to the students. And we've had we also have a club called Super Spartan Spirit Club that's associated with the bocce team. So those club members and our life skills kiddos and learning sport kiddos all work together in the coffee shop that's currently being run out of a classroom. We're working on a real coffee shop in the library for next year.
Whose classroom gets to enjoy that?
Well, Mrs. Long, because she has 2 rooms that connect.
Okay.
So I go in there with my learning sport kids, and she has her life skills kids. And then Natalie's one of our workers. Abigail Richards, who's announcing the MC down there, she's one of our workers in there.
So I can order a cappuccino with all kinds of weird things and all that stuff.
Yep, hit up Biff. She'll get you.
We'll be talking to Biff at the end of this one, I believe, for sure.
She's our coffee connoisseur.
I'm not. Just give it to me black. But I basically said, if I can't say it, I don't want it. So
another good knockout roll here. That was Raymond Perry again. He's had a couple of good knockouts.
What do kids sing on this team? Part of the course.
Yeah, we have a lot of musical kids on here right now. Tony who's rolling right now. He has a lead in the Whiz. He's the Tin Man.
How about that?
Natalie Rogers, that's over on that side also. She's the Lion.
Which one?
Natalie Rogers is the Lion.
Oh, cool. That's great. And when is this production?
It's March.
Sometime
second
in
week in March. And Biff is actually the Scarecrow. And then William Disman does the lights.
Okay.
You love the multi-talented and being willing to go and sacrifice so much time for all the programs around.
We do. We have good kids.
They're conferring here. They originally signaled 1 for Laurel, and they are going to confirm. And yeah, that one on the left is just a little bit closer. Again, our angle up here is so much different from what you get down on the floor level, isn't it?
It almost looked like tape measure.
Well, they confirmed it is good.
So technically, the kids are supposed to be calling for measurements.
Technically.
That's a rule that the kids call.
Okay.
But a couple times they're not calling and it's closed, so they're measuring on their own.
And so and you're not allowed to give any hand signals of,
no. The kids are like, touch your glasses if we should measure. I'm like, no.
Call me by a nickname if you want this. Let me ask one more question for you, Coach, before we let you go. Is it will be Newcastle here too? Oh yes, it will be Newcastle.
Yeah, they won.
Rolling first here. And now I forgot my final question because I was thrown off there. I guess the last question I wanted to ask was just in terms of that school spirit and everything, especially from today, from those who might have been here at the pep rally or are now watching at home or watching the replay at home afterwards. Tell us about the. They did have the throw backwards. That's why we were all confused.
Yeah, Green won the point, so they get
so
the throw.
So it should be Green throw.
That was nice by the Newcastle coaches to say,
hey, get it all set up. So let's try this again. Just if anybody is interested in joining a bocce club or joining the bocce team for next year, who should they get in contact with at your school to be able to do so?
Mrs. Long or myself. Either one of us would be perfect to see.
And let me again follow up with one more. If there's other schools who haven't started one of these clubs yet, as a first-year team, just talk about what you've gotten that has done well and what is something that you what has been the best part about getting this whole program underway?
The Special Olympics is very easy to work with. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They send us emails constantly. They keep us in the loop of everything. They're there to help us. It actually has been a pretty easy process. The hardest thing for us was learning how to play and making sure we have all the rules correctly. I will tell you, I'd much rather be the away team because it's less stress. You don't have to worry about keeping track of the points and the fouls or any of that stuff. But it's just it's a great thing to see the kids when they get so excited and they're jumping up and down. It's fun to see.
Well, we appreciate it. It's fun being here, and we wish you guys best of luck here as you get to enjoy the rest of your first home match.
Thank you so much.
That's Coach Miles and Coach Long. We appreciate everything that they've done here for for Laurel Spartans' bocce program, and we'll bring Lee back in now. And
Newcastle with a 3-1 lead here in the second game. They won the first game, 9-3?
9-3, and those points end up mattering.
Yeah, which is interesting. It sounded like it went by, I figured they'd just go by records. But
so it is record first, but then it also goes by the number of points you get.
How about that throw?
Well, because you will get a good number of teams that will finish off the regular season with identical undefeated records. So a good throw there from Newcastle. That was Charlize Jordan. She lived in New York, Rochester, New York, before moving to Newcastle. She likes bowling. Not sure if she's on the official bowling team or not. We will get a chance to check that out, though, in a couple of weeks here, Lee. How about that?
Yeah, January 17th, I believe it is.
Oh, a good bounce out there from Will Disman, but it went off of the red ball, and the red ball hit the Paulina, so it is still red closest. Disman, who plays French horn in the marching band. Also part of that Super Spartan Spirit Squad that you just heard Coach talking about. Natalie Rossman, here's one of the best fun facts we got for you. Ready for this one, Lee? Natalie just loves being silly.
Yeah, I love that. I saw that.
She gave a little flex after her last throw here, and it's going to, again, just barely graze off of her teammate's ball.
Yeah.
We're approaching the midway point of this second frame. A must-win for Laurel to remain potentially undefeated on the year. Candace Karkai. She's a board game fanatic, Lee. She went right for it. It was a little too much mustard. Candace has won several prizes at the county fair for her artwork, but unable to get that to work there. Now that means 3 balls in hand for Newcastle to try to increase their lead.
But I almost want to go down that rail and just hit the green into the red.
The red one's the closest. You may not want to.
Well, that's what you're looking for right now.
Right, well, you don't want to knock it out too far.
Yeah.
So kind of a safe throw there.
Again, coaches can't say where to throw, how to throw. It's all discussion with your teammates.
That was Gianna who went. Now this, I believe, is Nick Fair.
That's got great potential here.
We're not going to hold this against him, Lee. He likes a Christmas story instead of a Christmas vacation.
Okay.
We won't hold that against him. Mentioned he sang on the 4th of July downtown. He also sang it at a Chicago club baseball game in South Bend to sing the national anthem. Last row here for the shorts-loving Andrew Claditis. He's going to try to bump forward.
It looks like just going to be 1 for the red.
Yeah, tried to bump Nick's ball forward. Nick got excited, but it did not quite get close enough. So 1 point on the board.
Yeah, there's a guy in Butler, actually, you mentioned Christmas vacation, bought the car. And he has the car out in front of his house.
I love it.
And went to the nursery, got the tree on the got the tree, and it's sitting out in his yard. And he's actually taking it around. He's able to drive the car around.
Well, we have a moment to give a shout out to our instant replays today, brought to you by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. If you ever want to have an exciting career working with children, LCAP Early Learning, they're looking for you. You can apply online today at lccap.org/join-our-team. And guess what? You can do that to join our team as well, as we're one of the many programs with LCAP. You just ask our producer, Matt, getting his feet wet today with some bocce for the first time. Welcome him aboard. He gets to check out as Aiden Allen first to go.
That stopped. No, it will not stop.
It will not stop, so he'll get a second chance and a third if necessary. Call this a Madur Bonner Law rethrow. How about that?
That would be better.
Yeah, that one's going to hold up well.
That should hold.
And Lee, here's what's cool. I mean, we saw the pep rally today. I love the way that they are getting the students involved with bocce.
That's what it does.
I mean, we talked about the pep rallies, you know, the Chicago Bull-style entrances for Newcastle. Here's the fun one. Get this. So that Union versus Mohawk match that we'll have on January 9th, the the newest word just confirmed today. There will be full student sections for both Mohawk and Union at that match, courtesy of the respective peer leadership teams.
Is that going to be at Union?
That is going to be at Union, yes.
Union. Oh,
and it makes it especially fun, too, because Mohawk's coach, Coach Phil George, was the former teacher at Union.
You said January 9th.
Yes, Tuesday, January 9th. So make sure you got that one marked in your calendars.
I guess I better do it now.
You better. It should have already, but...
You didn't tell me about that
Oh,
one.
yes, I did.
Oh.
But we won't go there. Good attempt there from Bethany Anderson, but unfortunately it ended up knocking one of the Newcastle balls forward. Natalie Rogers, love this. Again, someone who does everything here at Laurel, just a sophomore. Hers is going to roll just a bit too far, so still Laurel with the throw. See if Raymond Perry has another special throw in him. He's going to go down to a knee and really try to get the angle on this one. There it is. Look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. Flexing the muscles. Can't believe it, though. It just kept twisting away, but it is inside.
It's closer, though.
Ray's also part of the track and field team. And now throwing here is Nick Laditis. Wants to be a teacher and a coach when he graduates. He can teach a few things here. Look at that. Works just inside of that green ball, does Nick. Also remember the track and field team there is Nick. Now throw back over to Laurel. This is their final attempt.
Here comes our Tin Man.
On this end. Tin Man Tony Nacera. Tin Man Tony, I like that one.
Yeah.
If he can dance as well as the Tin Man could, we're going to have a lot of fun there at the Wiz here in March. Unfortunately, though, it's going to be curling the wrong direction. Good speed on that one, though, Lee.
Yeah, not quite, though.
Red is in, and Red's throw with Alex White.
Which is all the time that they put in for those musicals.
You want to talk about time? How about the time that Alex puts in as a Boy Scout, getting all those merit ballot badges?
Oh, jeez, yeah.
He's going to try to put a big frame up here. That one's going to end up just a little bit short, and it is definitely tough. I mean, you heard Coach Miles talk about being as a, being the away team being nicer because it's fewer things to have to worry about, but learning each gym floor, not easy, and how much the ball is going to roll.
Yeah, I would have thought the gym's floors would have been about the same, but apparently not.
You would think.
Yeah.
Andrew Kladitis finishing it off. He'll make his way back over to the other side. He probably wasn't thinking he'd be able to have to walk this much. But you know what? His favorite movie is Sandlot. So you know what that means? He can just say, "You're killing me, Smalls."
So down to 10 minutes here. Newcastle with a 5-1 lead here in this second game.
Lee, we're going to do our best. So last year, the first round of the playoffs was held at Mohawk, and they had 4 or 5 courts going all at once. We're going to hopefully, we've got to find the official verdict of where it will be this year.
And the official date.
And the official date, yes. But we're hoping that we can be involved one way or another with getting those playoffs on the air. I mean, Elwood City made it to the state championship last year. Newcastle was just a point away. We're also going to try to see if we can get a match of Elwood City's and of Wilmington's bocce teams. Those are the ones currently not scheduled, but they're in a different league, essentially. So you have this Lawrence County League with the 2 teams you see here, as well as Union, Mohawk, Shenango that are all rotating games. Wilmington playing up with the Slippery Rocks and a lot of the other Mercer County teams. Elwood City playing down in the Beaver County League. So we're going to hopefully try to get a match or 2 on for Wilmington and Elwood City over the course of this year as well.
Yeah, I believe Elwood City finished 5th, if I'm not in the states, right around there, I believe it was. Got to give them a standing O when they came out onto the floor. on Saturday night.
And again, there's the fun too. How many of the people in here can say that they were at the Giant Center being recognized as a state finalist? Oh,
just missed.
Great attempt there from Natalie Rossman. Didn't miss by much.
Yeah, it's a special trip for those kids to be out there and be part of that.
So still Green's roll. This is going to be Candace going again.
She's going to go for that Polina too, and there's that curve.
Better weight this time. Issue though, it split them. It split the Paulina and the red ball. So a little bit too far.
And here comes the D-man.
You also got to keep in mind too, think about the amount of time between rolls. It's not like your backyard bocce where you can roll it really quickly, figure out the weight. You got to wait 5 minutes before your next chance to go at it, and not missing there by much was D-man Dylan Rossman. Big Steelers fan. We apologize to Dylan on behalf of all Steelers fans right now.
Yeah, I'm a diehard. Got to be a diehard.
Absolutely. And Will Disman. He wants to go to college and major in cybersecurity.
So he's going to try to use the pipe here.
Look at this. It's coming back. It's
coming
coming back, Lee. It's coming back. What a roll. What a roll, Will Disman. And a little bit of English as we take the LCAP instant replay. Look at that curling back in. That started just a couple inches off of the far wall.
I'm going to try to just knock that green one out of the way right now.
And somehow split him.
Oh, geez.
Somehow. I think Gianna's still trying to figure out how that one happened. She competes nationally at cheer. Does Natalie. And here comes our favorite singer, Nick Fair. And this one looks like it has
a good throw.
Great aim. Will it get close enough, Lee? Wow.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get to hear Nicholas sing a national anthem maybe here.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Did get Ava Conti as usual here, which we'll take that. So now what's Andrew going to do?
He's going to try to just go nuts here. Try to knock it hard.
And he missed everything.
Not much room there. This should be the last frame coming up. Green should have one.
I think they're going to get the tape measure just to confirm, but yes, Green should be getting one here.
We're going to talk to the coaches on the official.
Yeah. So this will be our health and motion tape measurement.
Is there going to be one for green or two for red?
Either way, it'll be one. There's no way both reds are closest.
That's right. I'm sorry. And then we have a tie again.
They are remeasuring. Get the credit card out, folks.
We've had that before.
As long as this doesn't take 2.
Yeah, 3 minutes.
Red is closest.
Wow.
Coach Heights on the far side just said, what? Wow.
Jeez.
That might have been the greatest reaction I've ever seen. Coach Heights of Newcastle just went and said, what? There's no way. So Newcastle did get the point.
So they are.
Should have been just one, right?
Yeah, they gave him 2. I don't know why they gave him 2. No, it was 5-1.
It was 5-1?
It was 5-1,
okay.
Yeah.
I had it as 4-1 written down on my page, but.
So this should be.
So this will be our final.
Should be our final, unless we fly along here.
Unless they go speed bowling here.
Yeah, we'll get just across the line.
Yeah, good roll there. Aiden Allen getting his final rolls of the day. Second year on the bocce team for Aiden. And you can just tell, I mean, the experience, yes, it matters big time in knowing the flow, knowing what's going to happen first, and just kind of, hey, let's get it in and get that first block. And that's what Newcastle's done well. How about this? Pointing at the camera, ready to go is Candace. Or excuse me, is Bethany. And she works right around the red ball, off the wall. Beautiful roll for Bethany Anderson.
Looks like she's done that before.
Played the angles perfectly. Nick's turn, loves video games and loves to run. And he's going to take a run at this one, just missed. Andrew with a big smile on the other side. Both Cloditis just missing. So, Alex White stepping in. Lee, are you Star Wars or are you Star Trek?
I'm neither.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're Star Wars then, like Alex.
Yeah. Yeah. My wife would be Star Trek. Yeah, I would be neither.
Solid roll from Alex, just a little bit short. So Gianna Canero wants to be an ultrasound technician after graduating. Her role here going to be a little bit short, and here's a chance for Laurel. They're not going to be able to get all these shots off in time.
That doesn't look like it.
And I love it. Coaches can't coach. You have fans in the stands who are trying to direct to themselves what to do. And reading it well, reading the same thing as we are, as Natalie Rogers going with that cross court. And there's Abigail Richards. Biff giving that 2-minute warning. Let's see if Ray's got another one up his sleeve.
Back down on the knee. He gonna go lefty this time.
Hey, he knew he wanted to do it. He wanted to try to go around the red ball. Didn't trust himself with the right hand. I like the thinking, though. So I'm going to give it a try. And Tony will finish it off, trying to go with that angle as well. Will it stay up? Yes, it will. And hits the Paulina forward as well. A great finish for Laurel. They're going to get 3 points out of it, Lee. It's not going to be enough in the end, but that's a great finish to the match for the Spartans.
Yes, they're just going to fall down 6-4, unfortunately, but it's a great way to end, though.
And that'll be the end of our second set.
And that should be it.
And that should be... Yep, and they are going to line up. They are going to shake hands. Wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Newcastle, with the 2-0 victory, 9-3 and 6-4. What we're going to do is we're going to step aside one final time. We'll come back and we'll have our post-game awards when we return here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. Congratulations to our November LCAP Team of the Month. The Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor the Mohawk football team as November's LCAP Team of the Month after making it to the WPIAL semifinals for the first time in program history. Congratulations to Coach Tim McCutcheon and the Mohawk Warrior football team, our November LCAP Team of the Month. Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab.
Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary.
From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Xenopleopole or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
And back on our post-game show here, back on our post-game show on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, as we wrap up our day here today at Laurel. Lee, a straight sets victory for Newcastle. They win our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. And Laurel, with the great rolls and the great knockout, especially right there at the end, they will get our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. So let's try that again. There you go, Lee.
Yeah, so they definitely frame that shirt somewhere in the bocce club for sure.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. We'll say hi to our cameraman up above. Thanks, Jay Moan, for his stuff today. And again, just such a fun overall event, and I love how the schools are getting everybody involved. Newcastle just told me there that their final game against Shenango, they're going to have the pep band there during the match. So I mean, what's a Newcastle without a Newcastle pep band?
Yeah,
so
you have to have a pep band in Newcastle for sure.
Absolutely. So final thoughts here before we wrap this one up and send it off to the holiday break here.
Yeah, well, it's great to get every bocce team in the county on the air, and that's what our goal is. And it's nice to see these programs continue to grow, which is even a better thing. So
it really is.
Yeah.
And again, special thanks to everybody here getting us set up. Mr. Rich and Mr. Burks getting us, and Coach Locke as well, getting us here in during the pep rally early, so we could be setting stuff up, so we can be able to get all these great camera angles. Yeah, thanks to Matt and Katie producing, Jay running the camera, and again, special thanks to the coaches coming up and talking to us. I can't talk to the team, so a chance to showcase their athletes and their partners. Thank you as well, Miss Heights, and again, both Miss Heights, both Heights 1 and Heights 2, for everything that they have done for their programs here at Newcastle and Laurel. One final time, Newcastle, a 2-0 victory over Laurel. Newcastle over Laurel here today. For Limo and the entire crew, I'm James Dotson. Now stay tuned. Have a happy holidays and lots coming up right after the new year. Stay tuned at lcsportsnet.com. Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball